supporting England, remember, Pompey? Oh no, that was the worst time I said that. Go on! Yes! 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 Gets him! Gets him! Gets him! The best man for it! The best man for it! A former Southampton man! You! You! Right, here we go. It's Tuesday night. It's Tuesday the 11th of March. Let's do this then. The calm before the storm. Let's preview what we are about to go through up the greens. Right, here we go then. Here we go then. I will have to hide my colours at some point during this video, this preview, because we are in enemy territory of the docks. Enemy territory of the docks. There's Southsea. There's the Southsea Monument over there. Back that way is Gun Wharf. Over there's Gosport. And we are about to go on a walk across Plymouth's Dockyard rivals to preview what's about to be a massive football game at FRATTON Park. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you, get up those stones a bit and then go from there. Anyways, walk out here and show you around in the western half of Southsea before I make my way towards Spinnaker Tower. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you, no matter what you think of the fixture, the 75th Dockyard Derby for 2024-25 in the Championship. I've touched down on the south coast, ready for this massive game on the 12th of March, as I record this on the 11th of March. Plymouth Argyle are away to Portsmouth, where we are now. Was hoping to get a special guest on, but that is not happening. That is not happening because they're all busy. So it is just me, and there's a lot of stake going into this massive game. This absolute massive game. I can't wait for it. Everyone else cannot wait for it. Both fan bases cannot wait for it. Which means we're going to be in for a right show. Hopefully a good show. come 9:30, 9:45 at full time here on Portsea Island. Hopefully going back to the southwest. Extremely happy. Unfortunately, going into this, I'm not extremely happy. We are well and truly what I call awful. Well and truly at the moment, what I call dreadful. And that has to change at this place right here for the biggest game of the season. No doubt about it, in terms of just in general for this season. Obviously not league-wise, because Saturday we have Derby County at home. That's a massive game at home as well. And here's what I think coming into this. And believe it or not, we are massive, massive underdogs for this game, considering how rubbish we are. How rubbish we honestly are at the moment, which we need to put behind for a game like this, especially. Portsmouth are coming into this on the back of that immense 1-0 win over Leeds, and that is what is, how do I put it bluntly, that is what's scaring me the most going into tomorrow. What they did against Leeds was equivalent to what we did last season at home when we beat Leicester, which pretty much kept us up, as you all remember. So that's something I'm really nervous for coming into this. Pompey's massive favourites. We're massive underdogs. And if the bookies are correct, Pompey's 6-year drought over us will be over. And that's something I will not look forward to either. Something I really will not look forward to either. So therefore, we have to beat them. Would I take a point? Yes and no. Yes, only because of we're massive underdogs going into this. And honestly, considering the form Pompey's in compared to us, you probably look at the league logistically and think, yeah, I would take a draw, but no, I really wouldn't. I really wouldn't. It's Pompey away, it's Fratton Park. It's my favourite away day in the country. It is the best away day in the country, the most elite away day in the country. And obviously, from my point of view, our second biggest rivals behind Exeter. I want the win. I don't care how bad we are away from home. I want the 3 points for a game of a calibre like this. Simple as that. We will see. We will see. We will see. Just walked past old Portsmouth there, and dare I say it as an Argyle fan, it's so pretty, isn't it? You wonder why I love this away day. You wonder why I love this away day. It's just like Plymouth. You could treat this away day just like as you treat Argyle. It's that good. It's that elite. It's the best away day in the country. Bar none, it's the best away day in the country. And that's what gets me even the more excited and hyped for tomorrow. So whatever happens, as I will be in that Milton End for 2 hours tomorrow night, nearly 24 hours away it is now. Whatever happens, just don't cock it up, Argyle. Don't cock it up at all. It's such a big game. It's such a big game. The 2 HMNBs all over again. And the last time I was here was obviously bonfire night to preview the game before we played them at home. But this time it's a lot different, because back then we were actually the favourites going into it, and now this time it's completely the other way round. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. before we go on to the next bit. The waterfront city. That tells you everything. That tells you everything. You've got to do the Ocean City proud, no matter what the hell, how we play like tomorrow. So, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. And I'm crapping it. I'm absolutely bricking it. And to be brutally honest, I do not usually brick a Dockyard derby. I do not usually brick the Battle of the Ports. And I am for tomorrow night. Pompey are so good at home. They are so good at home. And we're awful away. What are they going to do to us? But knowing Pompey, it would be typical of them to beat Leeds and then not beat us. And we have a good record against Pompey over the last few years. Like I said, if they beat us, if Pompey beat us, the 6-year drought is over for them, over us. And that's exactly what's scaring me. They're flying. Recent home wins include Leeds, QPR, Cardiff, Middlesbrough, Preston, Swansea, Bristol City. I've named a few of them already. That's 7 of them already. They've won 11 games. 9 of them are at home. 9 of them are at home, and they're 9th in the home form table as I speak. They're doing better at home than we are. And Argyle's well known for being a club that's so good at home. So, going into this, it will not be easy. With all due respect, as much as I can stand Pompey, with them being our 2nd biggest rivals behind Exeter, most people I speak to, from their point of view, we're one of theirs, or if not their 2nd biggest rivals behind Southampton. So, as I say, it's such a big game. It's such a big game. And I'm hoping that the boys will do everything they take, everything they do to win. It's such a big game. It's such a big game. The whole of this week is a big game. So we got Derby at home after this, 3 days later. And word of mouth is, as we're currently 6 points behind 21st, I think if we fail to beat Derby at home and we fail to win tomorrow, I personally think we're relegated. Because the gap could be potentially 12 points from safety, or anywhere above 9, and that is where I throw in the towel. Anything above 3 wins, and that is what's scaring me. That is honestly what's scaring me for this. I don't know what to say. It's, they're flying and we're not. I'm really nervous. I'm really nervous. But we've got to give it them all. We've got to be hyped for a game like this, no matter what. At this stage tomorrow night, 7:45 kickoff. Now, let's talk about the players. Let's talk about the players. Only one key player is out for us tomorrow night. Adam Randall, he's suspended for 3 games after his altercation with the referees and officials against Cardiff. He'll be missing the Derby game too on Saturday. And that is a pain in the arse. We've now got none of that Janner passion from him tomorrow night, which we so desperately needed. That is the bad news. Mohamed Tijani is also out. And Tijani has just had a confidence booster. Only for him to get injured too. Only for him to get injured. And that is a pain in the arse as well. And I know he hasn't played that great ever since he's come back from injury, but when he scored versus Cardiff, That did him the world of confidence good. And if it wasn't for him, we would have lost at home against Cardiff, and the points gap from safety would be even bigger. It'd be 8 points. And that would have made it even more frustrating. So, therefore, we have to do everything at our disposal without those 2 players. Good news is Joe Edwards is back for this game. Ryan Hardy's back for this game. But can we stop? Can we stop their superb home form? It is not going to be easy. Like I said, I think this is the first time in years, probably since the last time we lost to Pompey, that I'm actually bricking a Dockyard derby. And the last time we lost them was in the 2018-19 season, a Ronan Curtis masterclass in League One. We lost 3-0. They finished playoffs that season and we got relegated under Derek Adams. So, as you can imagine, yeah, I am extremely nervous. And I wouldn't be had we got something at Hull and had we beaten Sheffield Wednesday, and we did neither of that. We did neither of that. So, now we'll try and work out the weak parts for Pompey coming into tomorrow night. They're without Callum Lang. He's out for the rest of the season. Been a fantastic player for them. And that could do us good in confidence, but I don't want to get too carried away, because they haven't missed him as of late, Callum Lang, as well as Connor Shaughnessy. He's also out. He won't be back for tomorrow night. And that's where our problem is. They've been doing absolutely fine without the pair of them. So yeah, they're both going to be without Lang, without Shaughnessy. So it is a boost for us, but they've been doing fine, absolutely fine without them. So it's not going to be easy. Just a side note, by the way, I have had no time to film the rest while I had the day here in Portsmouth the day before, because I've been editing the start of my upcoming video as well, and I promised a friend of mine I'd meet her in Eastleigh tonight, so that's where I'm headed to. Randall, Tijani, Shaughnessy and Callum Lang, I'd say, are the main misses for tomorrow night, especially Lang and Randall. That is both of our midfields opened up. But Pompey, I don't think, are going to change a winning team. If they've just beaten the league leaders in Leeds United, they will not change a winning team. Us, on the other hand, we 100% will be changing our team after the disaster against Sheffield Wednesday. So this is what I think as of now. We'll start with the hosts. Nicholas Schmid in goal. Then the back four I don't think will change. Zach Swanson, Connor Ogilvie, Regan Poole, and surprisingly Marlon Pack. Marlon Pack has been playing at centre-back for Pompey against Leeds because of how stacked the rest of their midfield has been after the injury to Callum Lang. They could play Terry Devlin right back. I would not rule Terry Devlin starting though, because he's a very good player. Andre Dozal and Freddie Potts in midfield. And then that leaves the front four. Josh Murphy, Matt Ritchie, Adil Uchiche, and then Colby Bishop up front. And Bishop won the game for them against Leeds. So that's what we have to be wary of. Uchiche is in that attacking midfield position, replacing Callum Lang while he is out for the rest of the season. As for us, meanwhile, I think we're going to make so many changes going into this match after the disaster versus Sheffield Wednesday. We have to react. Muslic can't be stubborn about this. And also, I want to make John Messinio, how do I word it, meltdown again, just like in November. But we'll see. We'll see. It's such a big game. So yeah, Connor Hazard's going to be a goal. No brainer. I know the defence opened up against Sheffield Wednesday, but I don't see a reason why we should change that, to be fair. So keep Talavirov, keep Katic, keep Pleggy. Now, wing backs, I do think are going to get changed for tomorrow night. Pushkas for Ogbeta. And I can't lie, this might be very unpopular with how brilliant he's been lately for Argyle. Joe Edwards starts over Sorinola for me. This is the sort of game we need, that captain passion to start. And with Randall out, who I think will be our future captain after Joe Edwards, with Randall out, this is the sort of game Joe has to start in.
The next station is...
So yeah, Joe Edwards and Pushkas. There's no way I'd start Ogbeta after his own goal against Sheffield Wednesday. But that's a shame for him, because he's actually been playing all right. And then, yeah, well, the own goal happens and we lose 3-0 to Wednesday. Midfield, I'd go Houghton and Boateng. We have to start Ryan Hardy in this game. He loves a goal against Pompey. I'm going to say Hardy, Mumba and Mustafa Bundu. That for me will be the front three. Oh, and here is FRATTON, where we're going to be this time tomorrow. So let's give it the warm welcome it deserves. Just over there is where we're going to be headed to. Like I said, it's such a big game. Obafemi comes on second half, he scores the winner. Just like November. No, I'm kidding. Oh, I don't see it. I'm kidding, I don't see it. I think we're going to lose 4-1. They are massive favourites coming into this. So I don't know what the hell we're going to do. In 24 hours time we'll find out. But we will see. We will see. So yeah, that's what I think the teams are going to be tomorrow night. But yeah, given the circumstances, I probably would take a point. But because it's Pompey, no. I want the win. We need at least one away win this season if we want to stay up. It's as simple as that. This is always, for me, the second biggest game for Plymouth Argyle, always behind Exeter. It's huge. And I'm hoping all us away fans in the Milton end tomorrow night will honestly do them proud. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. But I do think we're going to lose 4-1 tomorrow. Ryan Hardy to score for us. Colby Bishop to score for Pompey. I would have said Rico Hackett-Fairchild if he was still at the club, but he's not. So that's giving me already suggestions on who could really turn up or not turn up for tomorrow night. Should we do a combined 11 for the next part of this preview? I think why not, because it has changed from the November preview I did with Brendan. So now there's going to be more at stake. But yeah, since 4 months has passed, there's going to be more at stake in who I'm going to pick in this combined 11. This Battle of the Ports Dockyard Derby combined 11. The first one's hard, I can't lie. The goalkeeper, Schmid or Hazard. And obviously it's different this time because Hazard's now officially our #1. Back then Daniel Grimshaw was playing a lot. And the way Hazard's been going lately, he's been miles better than Grimshaw. It pains me to say, but I am going to go with Schmid. He's just been that good for the Bells lately. Hazard's been superb for us, don't get me wrong. And he's getting an international call-up with Northern Ireland, which is nothing more than he deserves for the international break. But Schmid has saved Pompey so many times lately. I just think he edges it. He edges it. My heart would obviously say Hazard though, but oh God, it's tough. That is tough. We'll now go on to right back. So right back, I'm gonna choose between Terry Devlin and Matti Sorinola, and I'm gonna be honest, I have to go with Sorinola. The man has transformed our season, no matter how bad it's been, but he's honestly been one of our best players. I have to go with him. Left back, Timo Puskás or Conor Ogilvie. I don't care, no brainer, no brainer Puskás. Another one of our signings of the season. Right, we now go on to our two centre backs. We'll start with the right centre back first, our new signing Nikola Katic, and I'm pairing him up against Regan Poole. Oh, it's a hard one because both Katic, and we're going to move on to Maxi Talavierov straight after, but they've both been amazing. But I can't lie, I do rate Pompey centre-backs. Maxime Talavierov's going to go against Cornish Janner, so we'll do both together. I will say, personally, this might be unpopular with some Pompey fans, but I'm going to say Katic over Regan Poole, but I'm going to say Shaughnessy over Talavierov. That's really tricky for me though, because Maxi has been signing of the season. No, we'll change that, Maxi's been our signing of the season, and I don't think it's fair to ignore that. So I will choose Maxi over Shaughnessy, and then I will choose Regan Poole over Katic. So I've gone a bit balancy there. I think that would make sense. So now we move on to our midfielders. First off, we have Freddie Potts versus Jordan Houghton. And as much as I love Houghton to bits, Freddie Potts for me has been one of their best players this season for Pompey. So I'm going to choose Freddie Potts. Adam Randall is up against Marlon Pack. I know Marlon Pack's been playing centre-back lately because Shaughnessy's been injured. But obviously, Marlon Pack's main position is central midfield. That's where he's well known for. And as much as I love Randall, and I know we're missing him badly at the moment, I do think Marlon Pack is the better player. So I'm sadly going to choose both Pompey midfielders over Randall and Houghton. So with this formation, we would have Callum Lang against Rami Al-Hajj. Lang is the better player. There is no debate about it. I would choose Lang. Then right wing is Matt Ritchie or Mustafa Bundu. I would choose Matt Ritchie. I'll be brutally honest. He's a former Premier League player and he's been brilliant for Pompey. Left winger, I will choose one for us. It is Ballymumba taking on Josh Murphy. I will choose Bally. Josh Murphy has been very good though. Don't get me wrong. And I would say arguably right now, Pompey's attack is better than Argyle's. But I just don't think I can ignore Ballymumba for everything he's done for us. So I will choose him. And this pains me to say, but I do think Colby Bishop is a better striker than Ryan Hardy. So I will choose Bishop. And he's been better, much better than him this season altogether. And there's no denying that whatsoever. And manager, as much as I love Muslic, I would have to choose Massinio. Muslic has only been here since January. If Muslic pulled off right now what Danny Roll pulled off, the debate would be a lot closer, but Massinio has been under pressure at Pompey this season. Pompey's season's then got transformed. And it's not just down on the players and quality they have. It's down on the manager as well. And I know Massinio did my head in after the game at Home Park, where he said Obafemi's goal shouldn't have happened when it should have. But he is the better manager. He is the better manager. he could be one of the managers of the season if Pompey finished the season so brilliantly. So I would have to choose Mousinho. So I've gone with 4 Argyle players and 6 Pompey players. Sorry, 7 Pompey players. I can't do maths. I can't do maths. And the players I chose for us were Sorinola, Puskás, Talavierov and Mumba. If I had to have a 5th, so I balance it out more, I would choose Katic over Regan Poole. That's so hard for me, though. That's so hard for me. On second thoughts, though, Katic and Talavierov have been that good. They've been 2 of the signings of the season. I don't care. I'm going to change it. I'm going to go with my heart and go with Katic over Regan Poole. Up the mother fricking greens. Oh, let's beat them tomorrow, please. Come on. To close the preview off, it is the 75th Dockyard derby. So, as you can imagine, there is a lot of stake going into this, as well as the championship table. We have beaten Portsmouth 28 times. Portsmouth have beaten us 28 times. We've drawn 18 times. So everything's equal. And annoyingly, Pompey are the massive favourites. But whoever wins this match is going to get bragging rights for the Dockyard derby for at least a season, if that means we're relegated to League One. But we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. So I think that about wraps up everything in this preview, guys. My score prediction's 4-1 to Pompey. I hope I'm so massively wrong. I've backed us to score a goal though, because it's Argyle against Pompey. I can't stand them. I want a goal, obviously. I want to win, obviously. But whatever we do, I'm going to try and enjoy my day out because it's my favourite away day in the country, Portsmouth. I'm hyped every season for a Dockyard derby, and especially for Pompey away. I can't wait for it. I actually can't wait for it, honestly. Such a big game coming up. So that really wraps everything up, really, for us in this video. So I'm glad you can all listen to my thoughts going into this as I walk back to where I'm staying tonight in Southampton. And yeah, we'll see you all during the episode. Up the Janners, up the Argyle, up the Greens, up the Pilgrims, up the Plymouth. Come on, you boys in green. Green Army! F*** off Pompey. Pompey, f*** off Pompey. That's all we need to close it for. That's all we need to close it for. One port in England. There's only one port in England. One port in England. There's only one port in England. Follow, follow, follow. We're the Passy boys from the south coast. Plymouth Argyle, the pride of the south. Just so many chants I can't wait to sing at FRATTON Park in one of our enemy territories, second only to Exeter. We'll see you all there. I can't wait. I'm very nervous though. I'm very nervous because Pompey are the massive favourites for this. But I hope their cockiness gets the better of them and we do one over them. Prats. We'll see you all during the game. I look forward to share to you my episode. Just hopefully we don't lose. Come on, you Greens. Have a good one, guys. Have a good night and see you. Biggest game of the season tomorrow. Guz away to Pompey. The HMNB game, the Battle of the Ports, the Dockyard derby in the Navy. I can't wait. Oh, and look, the light is green, which means the south coast is green. The traffic light is green, just like Devon, just like the south coast, and just like the Dockyards. See you all during the game. Green Army, up the Argyle, the Pompey. So what colour will the Dockyard derby be? Will it be blue? Yeah. Or will it be green? Come on, the Argyle.
When they pull on the green, they're all Janners.